Alright, continuing our series of shell scripting podcasts. Today we're going to talk about for loops. I use for loops all the time. I think I've already shown you a few for loops. For loops are useful when you want to do something for a finite set of items. So I usually use for loops lately when I want to do certain things for you guys, like, you know, see who's done their assignments or create new user accounts for their test. In fact, I have some scripts, new user t1.sh. Let's look at that one. This was a script I created to create your test 1 accounts. So if you look at that, it says for I and a bunch of stuff, do some stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. Do t1 user equals this. And then create the user, setting the shell to this, and putting this as the comment. And then I run this command to set your password to whatever I want password. Oh, password. I think I set your password to password. And then I create a directory for you in the special test1 directory. So let's talk about what this does more specifically. This grep command, let's grab this. Edit, copy. That grep command will -f. I didn't get on my -f1. This grep command will run, and it will get everything from the password file that matches this pattern. Anything that starts with it has an A to Z, it has an A to Z, it has an A to Z. So I guess those are 3 letters. It has 0 to 9, 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 it has 0 to 9. So in this case, it got anything that matched that pattern, and for that pattern, all it did, I did not have a loop, so it printed all those lines. So in this case, it got the underscore T1s as well. So I could change that. If I just wanted to get the regular IDs, I know in the etsy password file, the IDs are separated by a colon, so I could look for that in a colon, and that should just give me the regular IDs. So that just got me the regular IDs instead of the ones with the T1s on it. So this is one of the challenges of scripting. Figuring out the syntax is easy enough to get the script to work. The harder part is figuring out what commands you need to run from the commands we've already learned. Figuring out which commands you need to run to give you what you want, what it is you want. So let's go ahead and put some square brackets around this. I'm going to do my for loop at the command line this time. Put some square brackets around this, not square brackets, backticks. Remember, if you put backticks, it runs that command and substitutes the output for the user. So I'm going to do for user and that stuff. And I'm going to do enter. I'm going to type do what I want it to do. Right now, I want it to echo $1. Right, and then done. So all this is going to do is print out the user IDs, which is going to look exactly like the other, just running the grep command. So maybe I should, let's run that. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, because I said echo $I. I normally use $I in my for loops, right? But I wanted to be a little more descriptive today. So echo $user. Hey, there we go. So let's put some words around it to make it look different. The regular users are $user. So there we go. So that got the regular usernames and printed out some text. So that's not very exciting. So what kind of stuff might I do? With a for loop? Well, if I was very concerned about who's doing a lot of extra work and whatnot, then maybe I want to find out when the last time you logged in was. So I could do a for loop to find out the last. So instead of just printing out that stuff, then I will go do a command. I'll do last $user. All right. So that's going to tell me the last time you logged in. Let's try that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I need to put it in backticks to make it run the command, or take out the echo. That's what I need to do. So there we go. Now we have a bunch of stuff, and it's not really easy to read. So what I'm going to do now is run the last command for a user account and see what the output looks like. And I'm going to see that the most recent login time is at the top. So I'm going to pipe that into head-1 to get the most recent login time. So I'll do that. I'll get that information, and now I'll put that in my script. So instead of just doing last, I'll pipe that into pipe head-1. So now for each user, I got the time, the last login time. So that's a for loop. Really, it doesn't get much more difficult than that. The syntax for user in whatever list you want, do some stuff. And then the stuff you do is just basically a list of sequential or decision logic commands or looping commands even, and then done. So like I said, the hard part is figuring out the commands you can use to get the information you want. So, but that's really about it for loops.